name's a little long. Yeah, we're good.
Also, the round needs updated.
Yep.
You already have it up. Look at him go. Tearing out here. Hustling. Trying to put all the info in.
We have how many players again in the 2K?
Yeah, I actually didn't get a final number on that.
58?
58.
58.
Yeah, 58.
Yeah.
So. I should technically have this pulled up.
Yeah, I am excited. I haven't seen any gameplay of Anvil. I've only seen the deck list, so I'm a little excited about that.
Change his name or?
Yeah. Okay.
Did you did it on the wrong match, right? And that's TJ, yeah. Okay, so he did start the timer along with the stream table.
Awesome.
So our timer should be accurate.
Wonderful.
Also, just one last quick acknowledgement. Big Guy did confirm you do not watch our YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Because we did post 4 videos playing Red Anvil. I crush Kyle every game.
Oh, really? Awesome.
No, I got crushed by Mark Tide, but it's whatever.
Oh.
If you want to see me salt off, you can go.
Oh, awesome. Awesome.
I was so mad. I was not having any fun.
Speaking of YouTube, pushing content out. Getting videos out there. So,
Trying to.
Paper Magic, man. People loved it. So, looks like this hand is keepable. Seems pretty good.
Yeah. Typical Amulet hands is like you want all the ramp and then you want to find a threat.
It is 3 lands, 1 to 2 amulets, and a tutor or a threat.
I mean, it depends what land you got. It could just be a Civic Growth Chamber. You don't care.
You don't care.
If you got you got Forest in the Amulet and potentially a second one, that's asking a lot. But if you have a second one in the Civic Growth Chamber, that game might be chalked for you.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna play it. They're gonna play a monkey. They're gonna make their mana. They're gonna play a prime time and go smack you. But
Yeah.
Anvil starting out probably the best 1-drop ever created.
I mean, you can't say the best 1-drop ever created.
Maybe not. But
You have.
I feel like it's so good.
I mean, it's pretty good. Don't get me wrong. I mean, you've seen G-Probe, right?
Okay, creatures.
Okay.
Let me change the snare.
All right, I was gonna say, like, we have seen Jataxian Probe, right? Well, if we didn't know what deck we were playing into at first, we definitely know now.
Yeah.
Attack
He
for
says, bop your ass.
but skadoosh.
So, actually, that is kind of a messed up card for us if we're Amulet. Because that Vesuva is what comes down and copies our red-white land.
Mm-hmm.
To make it easier to do the full combo. On screen, we have Disciple of the Vault. It is our drain card, which just stacks with the Anvil. You just start freely sacking it. You drain them for 2, you gain 1. Because of Anvil and that, you know?
It's a really good 2-for-1 there. And Robbie, it is Storm. It's just Land Storm. It's a little different, but it's basically the same deck. Robbie said that TJ isn't storming people today, but I disagree.
Not a Storm.
It's definitely Storm. You have 1 amulet.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Remember what I just talked about?
Gosh. Oh, see, you know what's crazy? Dimitri might just be dead. So.
Well, no, I think the Vesuva being gone makes it where we're not dead. But we could be close. Never mind. We're fine.
We're going to say map.
So this is to untap, find a Simic land, play it, and probably grab a 3rd amulet.
Yeah, we're just getting
and then just
amulet.
play Primeval Titan and just not care.
Do we have like main board relic or Any grave hate?
I will say, I'm not exactly who invented the Anvil deck or like put it together. I do know Spike was playing it a ton, and when we did it for a video, when we were play testing it, there was no main board relic, and there's no main board relic for Amulet either. There's not a relic in the list at all. There's a Bajuka Bog in the side if you're talking about like Amulet needing hate, but just, we did get the list in front of us here.
So is TJ just not keeping track of his life total on the die? TJ.
So looking at the list here, does not look like we have a main board graveyard hate piece to get. Makes sense because like,
Houston, we have a problem.
what's up?
We drew our son home.
I mean, that sucks.
That sucks.
For Amulet, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the braid. Right?
Oh, that's a skull crack.
Oh, that's a skull. Oh,
Or
gosh.
shrapnel blast.
Shrapnel blast. All right, well, on to game 2. So he's mulling this away. Dimitri's doing the same. Can only assume this is going to be the first mulligan going to 6. I would imagine so. But being on the play here for TJ, I feel like our win percentages are just going to go up.
As does for most decks.
Yeah.
But
But
a little bit more so on these like
as
heavy
for
dependent.
As for Dimitri, what, Alpine Moons?
You can bring Alpine Moons for sagas. You could
Needle down a...
you could argue like a Thoughtseize potentially, like if you're like, I want to just get in his hand and make sure he doesn't pack me
Yeah.
or like prime time me, because again you're on the draw,
Yeah.
which makes Thoughtseize seem a little more appealing. Obviously you won't get like the Amulet on his turn 1, but you might be able to get like what he's trying to go find his threat with, or his threat in general.
Definitely the Terminates, though.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Definitely the Terminates. But what would you side out here? Are we cutting back on
I mean, yeah, you're just cutting on the cards that just don't make sense.
Blast? I feel like Blast...
Probably because you're not worried about like rag bands and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing that's really clipping is Monkey Man.
Or Azusa and Dryad?
Right, but a lot of times it's like you have to keep that held up for that,
Yeah.
because if you don't,
Just dead.
yeah,
Yeah, he's just dead.
or it's getting its value in. Like a lot of times, Azusa gets played as just, it can be played in terms of the combo. So Simic, bounce.
Boom.
That goes to. Oh, here comes the dad. He's gonna gain 2 life. The way TJ said it made me laugh. You saw him go gain 2. He does this little lean in thing. Look at him, he's giggling it up.
Man, he's smiling and playing Magic the Gathering at the same time.
Yeah. So both of our players are at 21. There's Saga. Oh, he's just trolled him. He's like, trigger. That's what I'm talking about.
On one today.
We have an oven. And we have... So, in terms of Dimitri, I feel like you got about what you could ask for.
Yeah.
Only issue is that Dimitri will run into playing against Titan, and the same kind of goes a little bit for like Yawgmoth. And what happens with Titan and like Team of Rhinos is these things got trample. So like the best part of being able to throw a cat in front of something and being like, I'll trade it out, or like
negating the
stack
damage.
it, you negate all that damage. Nah, if you move that cat, you're taking 6 instead of the 5 you were still taking.
Yeah.
Or like, if you're talking about Rhino, you're still taking 3, and that's the same with like Yogg. They benefit from being able to put their creatures in front. They're like 1 toughness creatures and go, yeah, I'll chump here, bring it back with the counter. Well, you can't really chump because it's gonna kill your thing and hit you for 3.
Yep.
So
I assume it's Bounce Land T West.
with 2 amulets, if he doesn't have the things in hand, Dimitri is pretty close to dead,
Okay.
if not just dead. But I don't know what his hand is or what his plan is to do, because he does still have a Dryad. So it could be a thing. I don't know what we're doing.
So yeah, T Westing to get
Summoner's Pact.
play the pact.
He almost did a thing I did. Oh, wait. No, we're just playing 2 Titans. Never mind. We're fine.
Might be. Sorry, TJ.
So our plan is to play 2 Titans, give them both haste,
Yeah.
swing them both, grab enough lands to Valakut, kill them.
Yeah, I like this.
Yeah, that's... So you get to...
So is it the 2 lands?
So it's Boros
And
and the haste land.
the
You're
haste
probably
land.
going to leave... You probably bounce the Radiant Fountain if you're going to bounce a land to gain life.
Oh,
He's giving them both hate. Dimitri's been here before. You guys, I know what's happening to me.
I appreciate you. We have Mr. Hammer checking in on our feature match.
I mean, yeah, they weren't sideboarding. All right, they did. So these guys already started. We have a Thoughtseize getting a Cultivator Colossus. So I would imagine TJ drew the Dryad. I feel like you don't let Dryad ever stay around
Yeah.
if you Thoughtseize them. You have a Disciple and the new artifact. If Taryn can get that pulled up, I cannot think of its name either.
The Anvil?
No, the one that's in play. When it enters, you exile the top card. You can play it. When it leaves the battlefield, you can do it, I believe, as well. So, enters and leaves battlefield. Exile the top card of your library until end of turn. You may play that card. 3 mana, sacrifice it. Create a 2/2. Vigilance, activate only as a sorcery. So, again, you can do 3. Flip your top card. Play it if you really want to.
Mm-hmm.
And with a deck that's playing a bunch of 1/2 drops and the artifacts slightly matter, that's a pretty good card for your deck because it gives you some draw. And it also allows you to make a threat, sort of, if you need to. In those weird grindy games where you get to draw a card and make a 2/2, potentially. Not that it's, like, crazy, I would say, in this matchup. Because this matchup's just weird.
So, with where we're at right here, we have... So, TJ has the Saga. It's going to go off. Definitely getting the Amulet. Have 1 mana floating. Has 3 bounce lands. So
I'll say I wouldn't be surprised if he makes a construct, actually.
Really?
Because this next turn, I believe if you're TJ, we are setting this up as a cycle Teleria West turn.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not necessarily going to be able to combo. Also, your opponent's holding up like Terminate mana. So I think we're trying to play around the potential fact of we play our bounce land.
Yeah.
Which, like, I would imagine he gets terminated right now, but he's probably just waiting to make sure he doesn't get tightened.
Yep.
But we're trying to play around, play bounce land, hope our Dryad stays alive.
That's an Ancient Grudge in Dimitri's hand.
Yeah. Or that. Or that.
Yep.
But we still get to untap this.
Untap. Float the 2.
Yeah.
Put this back in our hand. Play.
So he floated the mana off T West. He floated the mana off his bounce land. He's cycling T West. We're going to get a pact.
Mm-hmm. Say go.
Yeah, it's packed. Play 1 more land because we still have a Dryad.
True.
We can play another
bounce.
we can play another bounce land because I think we're at the point we know that he has so much like artifact hate. I think we're just going to play these lands as big lands. Pray to God he doesn't Alpine Moon them
Yeah.
because that would suck. But we're putting the Radiant Fountain in for the life. Not exactly sure where their life totals are. TJ doing his best to represent that. We're at 14 and 19.
That's Terminate. Is that? I'm trying to figure out what that other card is. in Dimitri's hand.
Yeah, I'm a little with you. We might see it soon enough. We might see it soon enough. Like, I actually don't know. We're gonna see it right now.
No,
Thoughts?
please. I would deeply appreciate it.
Chat's saying it's
Is it Anvil?
Is that really what the anvil looks like?
That looks like Anvil. Actually, because it has like the little flame coming out of the top, like a mohawk.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is. It's just so it has like such a dark card art that it's kind of hard to tell like when a player's holding it close.
Mm-hmm.
But we got eagle eyes in the chat. I'm wearing glasses, so I can't see anything.
I have
But-
contacts in. Neither can I. You think I can read?
Also, we struggle with reading.
Yeah. Let's see here.
You think I know what cards do based on their name? I just know the card arts.
How do you think Yu-Gi-Oh players play with entirely Japanese cards?
So we get Dashis, we get the packed out. And this is the other reason I think you make this construct is like you just need a body.
Yep. But when the construct dies, we are going to lose more life.
Yeah, but I don't. If you're losing that race, I think as an Amulet Titan player, you're losing that race. Like I don't think that's what you're trying to hedge your win on.
What was the draw?
I believe it's the red white bounce lane. So
Not the draw TJ wanted to see.
we're
here.
gonna Radiant Fountain. We're gonna gain 2 more. We're probably gonna play another bounce land, bouncing this Radiant Fountain again. And that's why we play the Radiant Fountain. Cause like some people are like, it's just like 2 life. Why would you play it? Well, in this deck, hey, it's just every other turn. Just put more like. So only issue here for our Anvil player is you're gonna have to start closing this door fast. Because now, unless you draw, say, Alpine Moon, yeah, you have to terminate. But what's your plan if he grabs a Titan? He gets a Titan, he plays a Titan. And now you have a Dryad and a Titan that just goes, grabs 2 Valakids and pings your stuff.
Yep.
So, like, are you killing the Titan at that point, or are you killing that? Because I would assume Titan would grab Valakids and ping down his 2 Drainers. That's what I would assume. If that's the plan TJ plans to take, because of right now. I mean, you'd be able to play the Radiant Fountain and have enough mana for Primeval Titan without having to tap your red-white combo land, because at that point you can get a Valakut and the combo land and give it haste. So, like, you just have so many options. Ravenous Squirrel coming in, creature going to grow, and if he wants to draw cards with it later, I don't really know if you have a whole lot of time to do that. I want to say that TJ is slightly lower than 18. I feel like he's at 16. 'Cause I think he got drained earlier, but I could be wrong on that. So we are going to fire off this. He might have come to the line that we were talking about before.
Thinking
But we got a Grazer. We call that a blocker.
play. So it's really,
Forest, Monkey, play Radiant Fountain,
and then
gain the life, and then we're just chilling. I would imagine. So we're getting close to almost being able to cycle a T-West and still do something.
Yeah.
But
1, 2.
we're just
Three,
we're
four,
both on
five,
top deck
six.
mode. So I guess in that regard, slightly surprised to see him. I mean, I get that Anvil's the main thing we're doing. I guess I'm slightly surprised to see him not buy Luris. Maybe he doesn't feel like he has time.
Either doesn't have time or isn't worried.
Yeah.
It's honestly, if I was in Dimitri's position, I don't think I'd be very worried.
What is it?
If I was in Dimitri's position, I don't think I'd be worried.
Yeah, I think you're chilling. I think you're fine. You're growing your board. You're
Yeah, so
making 1/1s. Like Ravenous Squirrel's growing by 1. Again, you just running that issue.
Can't swing because O3s block for days.
Yeah. I mean, you can, I guess, and just play around like losing one, which I think you have to.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like he cycles one of these, you take two instead of 5.
Yeah.
Like it seems pretty simple. So we're at 15 to 13. Monkey will die.
That reading found supposed to be tapped. Off the monkey. Big guy caught it. Yeah.
I mean, gonna be honest, didn't matter.
Didn't
We were
matter.
Holding up 6 mana.
Yeah.
I don't know what TJ drew.
Oh, well.
So if you're wondering, why did TJ play a land? Do you know why he didn't play a land?
In case we draw the Dryad
Cultivator Colossus.
Colossus.
I mean, it's a bounce land, sure. We can bounce this Radiant Fountain. But at the end of the day, to me, we're not doing it because we're just like, oh, if we ever draw a Cultivator Colossus, this is 2 different cards.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he has something else. I can't really tell actually what his other card in hand is. That was my chance, but he covered it up with the card I knew.
EJY. Come on. Let's see. Show us the cards in hand, please. I feel like I'm asking nicely.
I just saw TJ's still laughing. So TJ kind of had to laugh because it was a situation where you draw a card and it's just a card that replaces itself. So you have to be like, oh, well, I guess I gotta wheel it. So it has an extra land drop this turn. Oh,
TJ in tank.
oh man, he kills me. He's reading.
That's a lot of. Yeah. Yep.
2 explorers.
Oh, cavern and another dead card probably.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So TJ was just trying to find out where he's at in terms of like potentially dying this turn. We bought Aluris.
I think it's very real. It's a very real possibility.
But this is like one of those decks where you just kind of make them do it because you're not trying to do the math. It's like the whole situation where you're like maths for blockers.
Yep.
You just like look at him and go, I'm going to drain you for 2 here, drain you for 2. It's so much easier to just do that. It's like when the John Mayhem Devil deck and like Standard and Pioneer was a thing. You're kind of like, you're like 15. We'll figure out where you're at in about a minute and a half. You just start doing the stuff. Because you're like, oh, he's going to get like roughly 5 Mayhem Devil triggers or whatever. And you're like,
Sure.
I'm going to sack this.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to start right here.
Yep. Oh, chat. Why are you guys coming after TJ like that? It's unnecessary.
Oh man. So we're jumping the squirrel.
We're gonna block the squirrel, and then drain and gain for 2. We're still gonna lose 2 life
Yeah.
because of the disciples.
You still have to though, because
Yeah.
like if you jump something else, you're gonna get hit by the squirrel being huge. TJ, I'm pretty sure knows he's dead.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 total goes to 2. Yeah.
I
I'm
heard
dead.
TJ go, if I'm dead, just tell me I'm dead. And he goes, oh yeah.
Man. Okay. Anvil going up to nothing here.